Hallelujah. Grab your Bibles. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 20. Jeremiah chapter 20. Verse 13. Sing unto the Lord. Praise ye the Lord. For he hath delivered the soul of the poor from the hand of the evildoers. Right there, somebody ought to give God some praise. Let's read that again, and let's read that together. Sing unto the Lord. Praise ye the Lord. For he hath delivered the souls of the poor from the hand of the evildoers. If I could just talk to you for a moment from the subject, rising above discouragement with praise. Rise above discouragement with praise. We know that discouragement is a part of life. Discouragement comes most often when you do the right things but experience poor results. You work hard, but you don't make any progress. You show up to practice every day, giving God all that you have, but you lose every game. You can be seated. You spend time with your children and go out your way to do the very best you can, and they still act up. How many of us is experiencing some of that now? They rebel. Discouragement eat at the heart. It make us want to quit. Any of us in here can be real that says, there are times that I've been so discouraged, I feel like giving up. But as I was looking at that word discouragement, I seen a 4-letter word trapped in between. And that word is rage. Can I tell you that discouragement will cause you to go into a rage, into a fit. You become angry. You become mad. You become destructive. You begin to get totally out of the will of God because of discouragement or being discouraged. I looked at that because if I can be honest, I had to deal with some discouragement over the past week or so. I'm learning that you can't put your trust or your faith in man. You've got to lean and depend on Jesus. Can I tell you what God shared with me? It's not in my notes, but can I share with you what God shared with me? There are some who will tell you, I'll never leave you. Pastor, I'll be right there. You got some employees that said, I'm going to work until either you sell a company or you retire. You have those that promise those things and then they up and leave. Then you have some folk that just plainly show out. They're not where they're supposed to be when they're supposed to be. And see, they think that I'm the only one who can do the job. And then the enemy has you believing that they're the only one who can do the job too. But can I tell you what the Lord showed me this past week? He said, I had to allow some things to happen. So those with the hidden talent, minister good, can be seen. Those that the ones who you probably thought would never step up. But stepped up. And not only doing, but did an excellent job. See, some of y'all in the way, that's what I'm trying to tell you. And when you get in the way, it causes discouragement in the house. And when discouragement comes, then comes the rage. Now, rage sometimes could be a good thing. Because have you ever got so angry at something and all you did was turn your face to the corner and begin to give God a crazy praise? You turned that anger into worship.
Come on, Pastor.
You turned that anger into praise.
That's right.
Rage is not always a negative thing. It all depends on how you look at it. Sometimes we have to sit back and begin to examine some things. We ask God, well, why did this happen? But I'm finding out that if I just wait for a little while,
Yeah.
He'll show me that which I thought was good for me.
Wait on it.
That which I thought was good for the ministry ain't good.
That's right. That's right.
Everything that's in the grocery store not good for you. But we purchase it and eat it anyway. And then when it damages our body, we want to ask God why. We know alcohol not good for us. But some folks are consume it. And they wonder why they have cirrhosis of the liver. Everything that come your way and everything that presents itself to you ain't for you. Can I tell you this last? Oh, I used to be a real sucker, y'all. Y'all want me to break that down for y'all? I mean a real sucker. You can come and sing me any story, and I'll empty my pockets out. And if I didn't have all you need, I'll go get it from somebody else. But I'm learning the ministry of no. I'm learning how to say no. See, folk hear about you. There you go, baby. Show that one more time. He couldn't talk this week, so that he made a couple of signs because he was unable to talk due to some dental work. So if you ask him a question, he would hold up the card. I can't talk. I had dental work. And if you ask him a question, the answer was yes, he would hold up the yes card. And if you ask him a question and the answer was no, he would hold up the no card. I found out that when people hear that you're doing good things and great things for God, they'll come and try to latch on to you.
Come on. Oh, my God. Come on. Come on, Pastor.
And Biggie, I have to be honest.
You on my street.
Somebody came and hadn't even been around for 2 weeks.
Uh-oh.
Hit my husband up for $100.
Oh, come on, Holy Ghost, talk in here.
Now, he had the nerve to, now he the one that say no all the time. He had the nerve to call me at work. And I said, don't do it. Well, baby, I already told him I'm going to give it to him. I said, okay. So he had some stipulations, and can I tell you, they met the stipulations. But wait a minute. He gave him 100 on Thursday and told him, you know, I need my money back tomorrow.
Talk in here, Holy Ghost.
And so therefore, when they got to the bank, he said, well, man, I don't know if I can pay you back tomorrow. Well, then my husband said, I don't know if I can give it to you. So he went over there and had a conversation with someone, and he came back. Well, man of God, I'll be able to give it to you tomorrow. That was Friday. Well, the very next day is Saturday, and I'm sitting down enjoying breakfast. And the Lord had me for some reason. See, God knows when somebody is trying to set you up. I don't know where I'm going here, but I'm going to help somebody. He knows when somebody is trying to set you up. And all of a sudden, Minister Gooding, the Lord had me say, I don't loan people money that don't pay their tithes.
Pastor, you wasn't in Sunday school.
The Lord had me say, Biggie, that I could no longer cast my pearls to the swine. The Lord had me share. I'm not afraid or embarrassed of my testimony. Y'all know Living Water a couple of years ago when I kept on helping those that were cursed. What happened? The Lord dried me up.
Pastor, you wasn't in Sunday school. Talk, Holy Ghost.
I had money but could not access it. Lived 4 months in a house with no gas. church for a dime. Dealt with it because I understood and know that I was being corrected. The Lord had me share. Then let me tell you how the devil tried to manipulate.
Come on, Pastor. Tell it. Try.
Well, I know you said you pray about everything. But, and when she said that but, my phone rang. So I got on the phone and I think it was my daughter Tasha, and I was talking to her, and then that individual phone rang. And she got up and walked away from the table, and I got up and got my car keys and came on over to the church. And they came over to the church too. But when I say I pray about everything now, I do.
Come on, Pastor.
And you can't persuade me or shoo me to believe that God told me to do anything other than he already instructed me to do. I don't know why I'm going here, but we got to be careful of those that come and try to latch on just to see what they can get out of you.
Holy Ghost talking here.
Now, what's the crazy thing is, they'll try to double team you because it's two of them. But you gotta have wisdom. You gotta know when you're trying to be the enemy trying to set you up.
Come on. Say it.
Because if God told you no, the answer is no. Can I tell you, learn from my mistake, you can't bless that which is cursed.
Pastor, you weren't in Sunday school. Holy Ghost talking here.
We have to learn how to listen to what God says.
That's right.
Walk accordingly to the word of God.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
We're talking about discouragement.
All right. That's good. That's real good. That's real
Let
good.
me get back to where.
Oh, you can stay right there. You can stay right where you at, Pastor. You can stay right there. Because somebody didn't get it. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah.
Thank you.
Glory, God. Thank you. God, I thank you.
If you want to receive the blessings of God, it is so important that we be honest. Stop running game. Stop trying to manipulate. He's the same God who blessed me. He'll bless you too. All you have to do is try your best to live right.
All right.
It's nothing magic to this thing. It's staying in your word. Submitting yourself unto him. Have that time of praise and worship so he can direct you in the right area.
All right. Come on.
Because can I tell you that ignorance is not going to be a factor?
No, it's not.
Come on. He speaks to that.
Because if we sit still enough, see, the problem is we moving too fast. We get an idea and we think we can run with it. But all ideas is not from God.
Come on.
Sometimes it's a trap to get you caught up.
Help us. Come.
How many, let's be honest, how many went and bought vehicles that God didn't tell us to buy?
Amen.
And something happened. Either they got wrecked, or as they say it in the South, the comeback man. Take back, what y'all call him? Take back man. As we say up north, the repossession man
Same person.
came back and hooked it up and carried it on away. Because I'm a firm believer that's what God bless you with. I don't care what type of financial problems you face, you'll still be able to maintain because he gave it to you. then you allow people to come and try to manipulate you out of your blessing. God blessed you with that job. And my Bible says if a man don't work,
Come on now.
he don't eat.
Come on now. Woo. Yes, sir.
And we got a lot of non-working men.
Woo.
Now when I say men, that go for some of you women too.
Amen.
When you don't work, you don't eat. Please don't hit me, son.
Yes,
You don't
sir.
work. The Bible says
Wow.
that you don't eat.
You don't need.
But you want to come and put your feet up under somebody else's table
Come on
who
now.
has been working by the
Come on
sweat
now.
of the
Yeah,
I
Brian.
don't
Come
know
on.
why, God, but I'm going to do what you said do.
Come on. Yes, sir.
You want to use folk. You want to manipulate folk. Can I tell you God know what you need and he'll set up somebody to come and bless you? Are you not a witness?
Yes. Yes, he will.
I shared this story before. One of my favorite aunts on my husband's side. Well, she was the only favorite aunt, to be honest with you.
She was.
Aunt Les was my girl, and I would walk into church, and after church, the Lord would say, put $100 in her hand. Put $300 in her hand. And I go and say, hey, Aunt Les, love you, Auntie. And I give it, slip it in her hand, and I walk away. And she'll make her way over to me, and she said, Dre, how did you know? And I said, know what, Aunt Les? They were going to cut my lights off if I didn't have $251. Dre, how did you know they was going to cut my phone off? See, Dre didn't know, and Dre didn't need to know. But because Dre had a connection with God, and because she was faithful in her giving of her time and her tithes, God already worked that situation out. So the Bible said, I think I heard Job say, I've never, David said, seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. When you walk right and you live right, God will make provision for you. You don't have to go around trying to manipulate, rob, steal. You don't have to do it. God, where are you going here?
Use the Lord. Use. Yes, God. Yes, God.
You got to know how to get in his presence. He already know what you need of before you ask. Is that not what the word says? But I can go as far as John 14:14. Whatever you ask in my name, I'll do it. But what are you doing to get him to do what you need him to do?
I'd say, it's right there, Pastor. Right.
What are you doing? Are you praising him? Are you worshiping him? Are you spending time with him? Or are you skating on somebody else's coattail? Because see, what happens when you put weight on something, come on and hold that, it won't let you run as fast as you need. Sometimes we got to turn around. And let me tell you something, I'm not going to cut my jacket. You going to let it go. I ain't going to damage my clothes I worked hard for. You going to let it go. Get your own time of praise. I don't mind helping you, but you want somebody to carry you. It is not normal, and you hear it on the news, it is not normal for a 3-year-old to still be breastfeeding. Living water, it's not normal for some of y'all 40 and 50-year-olds to still trying to be on the breast. Ain't no milk. Y'all should be eating steak by now. And let me correct correct you. Let me correct you. Because folk like to go to church and say, I ain't being fed. It's your job to eat. It's been served. You eat it. You go to the restaurant and nobody gonna come spoon feed your big overgrown self. You gonna pick up the fork, put the food in your mouth, and chew it up real good. Because if you don't, you're gonna have indigestion. You're gonna have some problems. So it is in the natural. So it is in the spirit. You better eat that food. You better eat the word. Digest it. So when it's time for it to regurgitate, for you to bless somebody else, you won't regurgitate mess. Because some folk done gave folk ungodly advice. Amen. That's because you didn't chew the food right. That's because you heard somebody else say that. Amen. Some of this old mess we've been raised on, it ain't right and it ain't true. Amen. Yeah, I went to church and the pastor said some stuff that just wasn't right. But I found out he said it because his pastor said it, and his pastor said it, and his pastor said it. Well, the wrong thing happened to me. It's when I start studying for myself. Come on. And found out that ain't in there.
That's right.
That ain't in there. And this is, but you interpreted it wrong.
Amen. Come on, Pastor.
But when you learn how to dissect, see what happens is some of y'all want to fly too fast. You can't put a big piece of steak in your mouth without choking. I think it's so disgusting when I go out to eat and somebody stuff their mouth or they chew with their mouth open. You got too much in there. If you cut just a tiny piece and chew it up real good, it'll be strength for your body. But when you cut it too big and you halfway chew it, you're going to have some problems. How many of us had indigestion? Be real. I know I have. It wasn't because I was pregnant. My baby had a lot of hair. We need to learn how to digest the word of God.
Amen.
Because digesting the word is hiding it in your heart.
Amen.
So that you won't sin against God.
Amen.
Learn how to eat the word. How to drink the word. How to meditate on the word.
Amen.
There's some things that I thought, y'all, that I had won. Some battles, Big E. That I thought, oh, God. But the Lord had to allow, because nothing happens unless he allows it, a series of things to happen so that I can understand, baby, is some stuff still in there. There's still some pain. There's still some disappointment. There's still some discouragement.
Come on, Pastor.
I had to learn that there's some stuff still in you.
Yes, it is.
That has to be purged.
Amen.
Because I asked God, why do I have to keep going through this pain? Why do I have to keep? He said, because you know what? You ain't dealing with it right.
My God.
You get mad. And I already told you that nobody can make you mad. Because you are responsible for your own emotions. You allow it to get you depressed. And when you're upset, angry, mad, and depressed, you can't receive no instruction from me. So it's almost like the blind leading the blind. The Lord said, I'm going to keep allowing it to happen until you pass the test. The Lord said, you can cut folk off all you want, because I'll send somebody else to hurt you. I'll send somebody else to cause you discouragement. See, we think cutting folk off and leaving them alone gonna stop it. Oh no, he'll just raise up somebody else.
That's true.
Send them on an assignment to get your attention.
Thank you.
What is it gonna take for us to understand that we have to dig deeper? I'll preach the other message sometime later when the Lord said, what is it gonna take for some of us to realize that God has a calling, an anointing on our life? And either we're going to get in line to do it, or we're going to keep suffering.
All right.
Some suffering we don't have to go through if we line up. Some disappointment we would know how to handle. Some betrayals we would know how to handle. It wouldn't handicap us. It wouldn't kill us. And see, what has happened is because somebody has caused us to bleed, now we are bleeding on somebody else. But we don't want to talk about that. Because you hurt me and now I'm bleeding. And you disabled me. Because you cut me in. And I'm all jacked up and hurt. And I go cut somebody else. When I'm supposed to be helping the somebody. But I'm cutting the somebody. Why? Because it's a proven factor that hurt folk. Let's get rid of the hurt. Let's get rid of the pain. We say we forgive from our mouth, but we really don't. Because if we do, we will be able to talk about that thing, minister about that thing, and be free from that thing.
Amen.
Everybody know me, know I'm transparent. I'm asking God, help me. Because Biggie, everybody that knows me know that when I love with every fiber of my being. If you need anything from me, I've taken my shoes off and gotten in my car barefooted because somebody, not so much that they needed my shoes, but they desired my shoes. And when you love and you love hard, and it seems like folk take advantage of you.
Yes.
I don't know about you, that old person. I used to say it, rise up, tell the truth. Because see, the only way you can be delivered is by telling the truth. It don't rise up, Minister Good, it get up.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Can anybody be real?
Got up this morning.
It get up.
This morning.
And even if you don't say what come to your mind, you still accountable because you thought about it.
Help me, Lord. Change my heart.
God wants to use us. And He don't want us to be used hypocritically. He doesn't want us preaching something we're not living. He doesn't want us teaching something we're not living by.
All right.
He wants to see folks see you hurt, but you shake it off and keep on ministering.
Thank you, Lord.
Keep on preaching. Keep on giving.
Yes, God.
Because I used to say, I ain't doing nothing for nobody. Why? Because of one somebody or two somebody.
All right.
You're going to make everybody pay for it? No, y'all don't do that. That's just me. Because y'all really saved. But I ask God every day to change me. God, help me. And you know what? Every time I ask Him to help me, I be. Something happened. Some tests I pass. Some tests I fail.
Right. Stay right there.
Some things don't bother me. Some things eat away at me. Some people I don't want to pay back. Some folk I want to inflict the pain. But see, y'all not like that because y'all real saved.
You preaching now, pal.
Yes, that's good.
Some folk, when they gave their life to Christ, they became perfect.
Say that.
I'm striving. I still mess up. I still get angry.
Good morning.
God has to pull me by my coattail and pull me in a corner
Thank you, Lord.
and talk to me
Thank you, God.
and let me know that this behavior is not of Him. And what kind of example are you setting? See, we don't win folk by our words. You win them by your actions.
Amen.
Right.
Let me see how you gonna handle this. And can I tell you, folk will sit back and help the person disable you, mess you up, to see how. They'll participate in it
My.
to see how you gonna respond to it. But I'm asking God to help me every day.
Help me, Lord.
Help me be the woman. First of all, be the woman of God
Amen.
you called me to be the example that you called me to be. I thank God He's still working on me. I'm still on an operating table. There's some stuff He's still removing. The Lord showed me a scar. I was in the shower and I was sitting in my shower chair, you know, because I'm kind of old and I got a shower chair in my shower. And I was looking at the scars on my knee. And I don't know how God deal with you, but he said, touch the scar. And I was sitting down, I was just mashing the scar. And I got a scar from here to here, so I'm just mashing the scar. And the Lord asked a question. He said, does it hurt? I said, no, Lord, it's healed.
All right.
Oh, y'all missed that.
All right. All right.
Though you've been hurt, though you got some scars, the only way my knees would heal is when I took off the bandages, allowed it to get air, even though the scars are visible. They hurt no more. Even though you've been hurt, if you allow the scar to heal, you still walking around nursing that scar. This one was done in 2014. Had this one done in 17, they had to go back in 18, but I'm healed.
Hallelujah.
Thank you,
I
Lord.
see the scar. I remember the pain, but I don't endure the pain anymore.
All right. Thank you, Lord.
What are you saying? There's a testimony behind your pain. God allowed you to survive it, not for you, because there's somebody else who father molested them. Somebody else, husband cheated on them. That needs your testimony of healing to get them through. They don't need to go to no group or those, what you call them things? Group therapy. Yeah, when he clocked me upside my head, well, yeah, mine hit me in the stomach. What is that doing? All we doing is swapping stories. I come to get healed. I come to get delivered. Is there anybody in the room that's been set free? Anybody in here that's been delivered that can help me get through this pain? Is there anybody that God brought out? Is there anybody that can help me? That's why I came to this meeting. That's why I came to church this morning. Because I'm all jacked up. And I need somebody that's been through what I've been through that can testify that he is in fact a healer.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
And he is, in fact, a deliverer. Is there anybody in here who can help me? I survived.
God just did.
So I can help others
Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
survive. Any survivors?
Thank you, Lord. Glory.
Any survivors?
Hallelujah. Glory, Lord.
Any wannabe survivors? I've been messed up. And today I know how to get out of this thing.
Yes. Yes.
Everybody standing. I don't know why God took me here, but he knows.
Yeah.
Can I tell you, even though you've been wounded, you're still alive. You still have purpose. You still have ministry. I was talking to you today. Pastor, I got some stuff for real, showing up for real, that has caused me some heartache and pain. Has caused me some disappointment, so much so I don't even know how to pray at times. Don't even know how to begin to ask God to help me. The altar is open. Move quickly, move quickly.